You're now watching a clip from the MarcWes Sports Podcast.
All right, so that's going to conclude this week's episode on the MarcWes Sport Podcast. Until next time.
Man, we got to talk about Jon Jones, man.
Okay. Oh, I forgot.
Podcast without talking about Jon Jones. Just some 2 cents about this man. Like, first of all, Jon Jones, one of the best UFC fighters of all time, I consider. He's a Hall of Famer by his account, and still active. You know what I'm saying? But you got to stop getting
locked up
in your own way. Huh?
You keep getting locked up.
Yeah, keep getting locked up. Apparently, it was a domestic violence type of situation this time around, or some alcohol was involved or something like that. I mean, you just keep getting, and he had a situation last year, which is kind of the same situation. So obviously, Buddy needs help, and it's just disappointing to see that Jon Jones is in a situation like this. I don't like him as a person either. Like, his personality kind of rubs me the wrong way. And as a fighter, though, he's technically one of the best fighters ever. I think his upward stance, or staying on your feet, and his ground game is probably equal. Usually one is better than other. And at his size and being a light heavyweight, he was supposed to move up to heavyweight to see if he can fight some other guys. And I don't think that's really going to happen. And it's just disappointing to see from Jon Jones. And I hope he gets the help that he needs, because I want him see him in the ring again, because I want to see him get knocked out straight up. I want to see an opportunity of Jon Jones getting knocked out or submitted. But we may not get that opportunity because he can't get his life together.
Hey man, we got a lot of busts like that, a lot of woulda, shoulda, coulda beens, and he's looking like he's gonna wind up being that, because we seen him at the peak of his career, not even the peak, the start of his career on top. And, he always find a way, like you said, to get in his own way. And, alcohol, drugs, is always plays a factor in individuals' lives, like celebrities, when, you think they're happy with their life and really they're not, because they have to turn to these vices to actually deal with whatever they're going through. Hey, it is what it is. When you got, the owner of UFC was like, he's not surprised, of him being, being in that situation again. That just shows you, people are kind of giving up on you now, because you generate a lot of money and he would want you to succeed, but you're a broken record. You're talking about the same thing over and over again. You feel me? Like, sometimes it's better to just part ways with those individuals. And look, UFC is still thriving. Of course, they're not drawing the same numbers like McGregor and Silva and Jones, but hey, the fight gonna always go on. Same thing like with Colin Kaepernick in the NFL. You had your stands, but the league is still here. You're not here, but the league is still going. So find a way to get your life back in track, not just for the money, because any fight with you just being rehabilitated, your first fight, you're going to generate so much money.
Yeah.
Like, it's just getting back on track. You feel me? Because you could be one and done. Just go ahead and do it for the check and, go ahead and vibe. But again, who's to say that he don't have concussions? And that's one of the reasons why he's so violent. That's one of the reasons why he get into trouble. Because look at Aaron Hernandez, and all these other individuals. Like, I mean, boxing is boxing, but UFC is UFC. You getting kneed in the head, elbows to the head. Like, you think you can't get a concussion? Hell yeah, you could get a concussion. So when people get concussions, that's when you deal with what the NFL is dealing with right now. You can't mandate that when it comes to a punch. You feel me? You can mandate that when it comes to a tackle and where you can hit someone. But when it comes to boxing and when it comes to UFC, like you expect the person to hit the person in the head, knee the person, do all this, that, and the other. So with that, you're gonna have some type of brain damage, and when you have some type of brain damage, you're gonna have these negative effects, and that starts with your mental, which wind up being your emotions. And when you can't control your emotions, you can't control your freedom. You feel me? So hey, it is what it is. Can't say too much on that, huh?
What you got to say on it, Chris? I know you got something to say on that.
I mean, shit. I think y'all took everything. I mean, he's a fuck up, yo. I mean, but he's still one of the greatest fighters in the fucking world. So that's crazy to see that this guy is a fuck up, but he could still he's still the greatest. Just imagine, like, if he had all his shit together, you know what I mean? He was like a sober person, like he was like a GSP type. Yeah. Shit, he'd probably be he's already unstoppable. So I don't know, man. I don't know, but it makes for entertainment. So that's the good thing about it, is that it entertains us. Like Wes said, when he comes back, that everybody's gonna watch that shit because they're gonna want to see what Jon Jones comes back. You know what I mean? So fuck it, man. It's entertainment. If he wants to fuck up his life for our entertainment, so be it. God bless.
Yeah, I hear you.
Oh, wow.
But I think we got off track with the Heat. Were you gonna say something about the Heat before?
No, not really. I mean, you just got preseason starting on October 1st. You got